Now, bruh, what in the fuck is Sissy's problem? Like, I know that's at the end of the episode, but we gotta start off this episode of the EaZy Review with that question alone, bruh. With that question alone. With that being said, this is another episode of the EaZy Review. Before we really get started, I need y'all to leave a like, I need y'all to comment, I need y'all to subscribe, turn the notifications on. I need all of that. We'll be back with another episode of Power tomorrow, but fuck Power for right now because we finna get into this episode of Snowfall, which was crazy as hell from start to finish. So the episode starts off with Franklin giving Louie a call. He's trying to warn her, I guess, that she's about to get raided, but really she's actively in the process of getting raided during that phone call. So the episode starts off with shit hitting the fan for one character, and that's Louie. Then we get to Franklin and Oso. Franklin and Oso, they're taking Teddy and Ruben out the trunk. You know, they sit them down, and basically there's very small dialogue in that part. We gonna get past that. So this is one of my favorite parts of the show. Franklin and Teddy having dialogue or whatever. And Teddy has the nerve to tell this nigga to be sensible. Like, Teddy, bro, you are the last motherfucker that needs to be telling anybody around this bitch to be sensible. Nigga, you took bro, I've seen niggas fight over $5, bro. $10, bro. $10, bro. You gotta think niggas die over basketball games at parks. You feel me? For free. $71 million? Franklin told that man, I've hunted your father down, stabbed him in the neck, burned the house down, and got you trapped in a fucking basement. That nigga said, sensible been gone, nigga. Like, what kind of, like, nigga, like, sensible been, bro, you just had me hung around my neck, like, last night, so man, like, you thought I forgot about that? Teddy held for that choice of words right there for sure. So after that scene, Franklin goes to drop off Oso, and I just think we all need to just... I'm so happy for my nigga Oso, man. Somebody gotta get out this shit, cause we see what happened at the end with Franklin. Teddy, we see what happened with Teddy. You feel me? Like, I needed somebody to have that happy ending. I'm glad Oso got his shit, man. Thank you, Snowfall. Thank you. Because I know y'all know, for those that been watching, I've been saying that Oso was the one nigga I really want to make it out the streets, man. So, thank you. Thank you, Oso, for all you did, man. Salute to you. So I'm going to just discuss Louie's whole little adventure in this one little part. We're not going to keep skipping back and forth. So she gets in the car with the crackhead cop, and they're trying to escape. And long story short, well, she's trying to escape. And long story short, the cop ends up asking her questions or whatever, and then he tries to finesse her out of half the money, right? So then she kind of takes him to a location that's not a real location. She has a weapon on her, obviously, and she points at that nigga and says, hey, you better not move a motherfucking muscle until I pull off, because you're not finna extort me out half my bread, nigga. Are you nuts? You feel me? So Louie takes the car and spins off, and I'm pretty sure it's the last time we see her for this episode. While Franklin was gone, Sissy decided to go and talk to Teddy and Ruben, which I don't know why the fuck she would do that. Because common sense should tell you that you can't put any value into what a person who is chained in a basement for their life has to say. They're gonna say anything they can to try to prolong their time to be able to figure out how the fuck to get out this shit, right? So I don't really know what she went in there searching for, some type of real answers or some type of real shit. I don't know what the purpose was that, but they should not have allowed her. Honestly, she shouldn't have been there at all. He should have really just called Leon. They shouldn't allow her to speak to Teddy at all. Nothing good came from any conversation he had with her. But more than anything, I cannot believe that she would take anything that he said with reason. Why the fuck would Alton be still alive? Like, why would you believe that? Why would Alton be alive? Y'all went to a discreet location to get away. Nobody knew where y'all was at for real. So then you go and believe this nigga and say, oh, Alton's still alive, essentially. Why would he go to another discreet location? They already went somewhere discreet. You know what I mean? That doesn't even make sense. Like, she's not fucking thinking. She's not fucking thinking. They should not have let her in there, bro, at all. One thing I can really say is Teddy, every time he spoke in this episode, we heard that shit. Like, every word he said, it hit your ear. Like, you heard what he said, and it's crazy because, like, this nigga was really thoroughly standing on 10 toes on what he believed in the predicament that he was in. Like, you gotta give Teddy some type of prop for that shit, man. Like, he a thoroughbred nigga. Whether you like or don't like what he doing in terms of like his, how can I word this? Like, he's determined to accomplish what he wants to accomplish. He a real red, white, and blue nigga. He really would die for this America shit, man. He really will. He one of them white folks. So Franklin is talking to Teddy, and he reminds him like, oh yeah, I was in this position, because Teddy says something like, what would you do if you was in this position? He's like, oh, I was in this position. When you first met me, back in, what was that, season 1? You T-boned my car. You feel me? And had me trapped in the basement, tied up just like this. So yes, I know exactly what it feels, and I've been in this predicament. And he says things like, you know, I always try to figure out why the fuck you ain't just come talk to me like a regular person. You feel me? And Teddy tries to say, oh, well, I had to see if you was ready for it. He said, nah, nigga, you was trying to manipulate me. Like, you wanted to always show me that you had the upper hand. That's really what it was. You wasn't trying to see if I was ready for this shit. You weren't trying to see what they were ready for that shit. So stop the cap, brother. Stop the cap. So Franklin says, bro, I don't know what the fuck I have to do to show you how desperate I am, but I hope it's not too late before you realize the level I'm willing to go. This nigga Franklin starts playing roulette with him, Russian roulette with him. He put one bullet in it, spin it, boom. And he pointed at him. I'm like, oh shit, like this shit, like Franklin's not playing, right? And this before we even get to what he do later. So he pulls that trigger, and that shit is intense as hell, right? So, you know, he's spinning it, does it. He said, you know, that was like a 16 chance for survival. But with each shot, your chance of survival go down, boss. You feel me? So then eventually Sissy comes in there and tells this nigga Franklin to stop, which is fucking ironic and interesting because of what happens at the end of the episode. So Franklin goes into the room. You have Sissy and Leon, and she's trying to convince Franklin essentially that this shit's not worth it. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't know why everybody's still acting like Franklin's fucking tripping, bro. $71 million, bro, or some shit like that. 70-something million dollars, bro. This is not chump change, nigga. Like, people they so quick to say it's not worth it. Like, bro, y'all have no idea what I had to do. You feel me? Like, I'm the one that built all this shit. You feel me? Y'all niggas wasn't in the cage with the tiger. Y'all niggas wasn't the one that got that damn shit shot off y'all head by EaZy at the beginning of this shit. It wasn't y'all, bruh. It wasn't y'all. So he walks away. Leon tells him she's right. Franklin took a second look out the window on their ass. That nigga said, I will never quit. Ever. Like, y'all got this shit fucked up, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went from 70-something million to none. And like, we're so close. Now all of a sudden y'all want to stop. Did already die. Like, so much shit has happened for us to get here. And now that we're this close, you're finally about to draw a line. Just fuck it out. That's fucking absurd. And I'm right with you, Franklin. They're fucking tripping. I would never stop ever in my life either. We're gonna die about that 70 million for sure. For sure. Especially if I had to get it the way he got it, for sure we're dying behind it. So then we get to the scene with V and Franklin, and they're just having that conversation. And V's basically just telling him about all of, basically the properties is going downhill. They're about to lose their biggest property, which is their downtown property. She said, all the other properties you can afford to get a couple months behind, yada, yada, yada. But that downtown one, Once you miss that first payment, the shark smell blood, the bank's gonna come try to get that shit. So Franklin is really feeling the pressure of this. And like, to me, that's what they're not fully understanding. Like, this nigga's about to have a child. He has stuff like this. Bro, y'all forgetting Franklin tried to get out this shit. He tried to get out this shit. They took his $7 million. You feel me? Like, that's what, like, niggas is acting like he just... Bruh, this shit's blowing my mind. So he's about to lose his legal shit that's supposed to help. Like, if he could get his money, he could just stay legal. But he need the money. He need the money. He need the money, bro. So this is why I say I rock with V. Y'all gave V a hard ass time. V put out that oil for his ass. We're finna get this money. Fuck around with his ass. Stop playing. Shout out V, man. Shout out V. So then we get back to another scene with V, Franklin, and Teddy. And basically they finna burn this nigga chest off. And I like the dialogue that they have. Well, first, he burns the nigga chest off, right? Which I'm like, damn. Like, the way it looked, I'm like, man, please, nigga, you start burning my chest like that, you can know whatever information you would like to know, sir. What would you like to know, nigga? You feel me? Like, bro, you start burning my chest like that, you could get any information. I might fuck around on God, bro. Like, I couldn't do that one. So Franklin tells him, like, you know, I thought that we would be friends. Like, I really thought that we would be, you know, having picnics when we got older and shit. Like, because you gotta remember, like, Teddy and Franklin was that duo for a minute in Snowfall. Slick, you know what I mean? And Teddy say, you still think this about you? You still think this about you? But the craziest dialogue, Teddy said, I gotta read this word for word for y'all. Not word for word for y'all, but I gotta look at my phone for this so that I can make sure I say what he says, man. Teddy tells him, it's not his money, it's my money. Teddy say, this is my money, nigga. This is my operation. This is my cocaine, nigga. Everything you got is because I allowed you to have it. And if I ever look at your shit and decide that it don't need to have it no more, then I can do that whenever the fuck I feel like it, is basically what the nigga said, man. I say, oh, Teddy, you're popping it like you're not. I told y'all, he said, you think you more important than this red, white, and blue shit? You think you more important than America? You're not. Well, basically what Teddy's point was. I'm like, whoa, Teddy, you're stepping on shit. Like, you're not playing. Franklin tell his ass, he say, Teddy feels he's the hero in his own story. And in his stories, the people that look like you always win. Franklin got real close to the camera. And the camera was obviously in, when I say the camera, which is really just Teddy's face, he say, not this time, nigga. Fuck you talking about? You not winning this one. You feel me? Even if I lose too, you're not winning, boss. You not winning this one. So after they burned that nigga chest off the first time, he learned his lesson when they're about to do it again. And he says, I can't give you all, but I'll give you half. I had a big debate with my partners. He said, well, I wouldn't take the half. I wouldn't take the half. It's either all my money or nothing. I said, nigga, we're not talking about $25, my nigga. We're talking about millions of dollars, nigga. Like, if we did all of this, if I can't get my 71 million back, I at least need my 35 million back. I can't go back to zero. Like, if the best I can get out of this nigga is 35 million, so if I can get 35 million out of him, I'm getting 35 million out of him. Like, $35 million is worth more to me than his life. You feel me? Like, I don't need this nigga dead if I can get my 35 million. You feel me? Like, and my partner like, no, bro, fuck that. I said, all right, well then Teddy will be dead and you'll still be broke as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your problems that you're having will still be had. He's just dead and now you really can't ever get the money back. You feel me? So Franklin ends up agreeing, because at first he's like, you got me fucked up. But he thinks about it, which he ends up agreeing, and he goes and talks to Sissy and V. Now, Sissy did make me laugh in this scene when she told V to shut the hell up. Shut up. You feel me? But my concern is, once again, Sissy is acting as if Franklin is tripping. Bitch, we're about to get my money back. Like you want him dead. You just told me to stop. You feel me? Like, what? I don't get Sissy's way of thinking. And then she gives this nigga the dumbass ultimatum of, are you okay with never seeing me again? And this, and that. I'm like, bruh, so this is where you draw the line? Like, you draw the line right when we're about to get the shit back. Like, that's where you're like, okay, I'm done with this shit. Then you go. If you don't plan on ever seeing this nigga again, what is your purpose on going? And see, now this is also Franklin's fault. Franklin should not have brought her. Shouldn't have brought her. Shouldn't have brought her. Didn't make sense to me. So they get to the place, they go to the little phone booth or whatever, and she asks him, where's Alton? Like, whatever, what island, what jail, whatever, something like that. He look at her like, stupid ass bitch, you believe me? He's like, I shot him 2 swats. At least I shot him 2 times and dumped his body in a river, some shit like that. I'm like, what? Now Franklin should have walked her away after he said that. She turns around right as the bank is asking for the password and fucking shoots and kills Teddy, bro. I'm looking at this shit like, man, bro. Frank's like, no, what's the password? Oh, the bank, what's down here? Teddy, what's the password? I'm like, man, and I'll be wilding out like that too. But see, if I'm Teddy after you done shot me like that, even if I got a couple more breaths in me, I'm not saying the fucking password. Like, I'm finna die now anyway. You're not getting that motherfucking money. You feel me? So now Franklin's like, what the fuck? Then he looks at his mom like, we gotta go. And then the police come and he's like, what the fuck? And he runs away. Now, I can't tell you what I think is gonna happen next. I really don't know. I think that was an excellent episode of Snowfall though, from start to finish. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't even know what Franklin's fate is or what his options are. You know what I'm saying? Like, what now strive for what? I don't know. And I'm trying to figure out what the KGB is gonna have to do with Root. Like, I'm just interested to see how all that plays out. But nonetheless, that's the newest episode of an EaZy review. We'll come back with Power tomorrow. I heard Power was crazy as hell. I still ain't watched it. I'm about to watch it today. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We out.